Day 2 at the NCAA West 2 Regionals in St. George, and the victorious Red Storm, an 11-0 victory over Pac-Westville Cal Baptist. We're joined in the post-game news conference by freshman outfielder Janessa Bassett, head coach Randy Simpkins, and sophomore shortstop Josie Hardman. First, opening comments from the head coach on this 11-0 victory.
Good. You know what? I never figured it was going to be an 11-0 game. You know, we talked last night after the game, and we figured it was going to be, you know, a 2-out RBI hit here or there or whatever. And obviously, we scored a bunch of runs with 2 outs today, and able to extend that second inning big time. But no, getting on the board early. You know, obviously Janessa getting on, stealing second base, able to get to third, and able to score in the first inning. That was big. You know, gives your pitcher a little bit of confidence throwing with the lead. We got out of a jam a couple of times, the first couple innings. You know, Michelle was able to pitch her way out of it, and I told him, I said, you know what, that's going to be, you know, that's what they have. You know, they've thrown their best at you right now, so we need to go, you know, put some runs on the board, you know, kind of take it away from them. You know, and then once that inning got a little bit big, and then Sherwin's grand slam, he obviously takes the you know, wind out of their sails, and you know, all the momentum came into our dugout.
How difficult was the decision to go with Duncan over Fikert in the circle?
Not much. You know, I have full confidence. You know, they both had really, really good numbers against Cal Baptist down there. You know, obviously, Fikert took the loss, but it was more walks rather than hits. Their opponent's batting average both times down there was low 200s. You know, so you know, like I say, Fikert had a little bit higher ERA, but they didn't hit it. You know, they you know, she walked some people, and then they were able to string some hits together. But no, they both had good numbers, and Duncan felt good, you know, so we were able to start her. She, like I say, she pitched herself out of a couple of jams. Obviously, Josie makes a couple of, you know, some nice plays at shortstop to get us out of some innings and make some nice plays. So that was huge. But, you know, I have full confidence in both of them, and that's why we threw Erin out at the end. You know, hey, get her some innings. You know, let her throw a little bit. Let Duncan rest. You know, if we have to come back with her tomorrow.
Josie, talk about the first at bat. What are you thinking when Coach throws the squeeze sign on?
You know, all I could go through my head was just get it down. You know, because if I get that bunt down, it's hard to field and getting out. So I don't know.
Open it up to the media. Questions?
Josie, how do you get so much range? Where did you get it from? Shortstop.
I don't know. You know, all I do is just I watch Marla call the pitches, and wherever I see if it's inside outside, I try and move that way and try and hit the ball off the bat. So.
They do a lot. You know, Coach Miller last year and Coach Winningham this year, you know, worked really hard with our infielders to try to work on read steps and, you know, making that preparation before the pitch happens. You know, just like she said, figure out where the pitch is, and we study hitters' tendencies and try to be in the right spot, you know, so you don't have to go a long ways, you're in the right spot beforehand. But no, she does a great job. You know, there's not very many better than that.
I was coached the game, through the whole game, all the close calls went your way, both getting them out and you guys reaching. And, you know, like Courtney Hines ran down the first base, and then Janessa in third. And then when towards the end of the game, when the ball was hit, we had people in the press box saying, "Oh, base hit," and then they turned around and got the out first. I was going to say your name, John. So, how big is that to you know, get the plays like that as far as momentum goes, and also like I said, take the wind out of sail?
Yeah, we talk about trying to, you know, always run hard. Routine ground ball, routine fly ball. You know, there was a couple of plays that they could have made on some little looping line drives or ground balls that they, you know, might have had a chance to get it out. But, you know, you run it out. You always assume somebody's going to miss it. You always assume that fly ball is going to drop. And, you know, we were fortunate. You know, obviously Hine hits one in the hole, and, you know, it's the first 2 or 3 steps out of the box. It's not your last steps. It's the first 2 or 3 out of the box. If you run hard there, you know, it changes the whole momentum of the inning. You know, and they had that yesterday. You know, their own right fielder, Taylor Castro, in their game yesterday, she fists one into left field, little looping base hit. They bobble it a little bit, and she ran hard out of the box, gets it. Probably going to be out at second. They kind of muff the throw a little bit, gets past her, and she ends up on third. You know, so it's a ball that could have been caught for an out, and she ends up on third because she ran hard. You know, and we tell these guys all the time, you know, you hustle, and the baseball guys or softball guys will kind of come back to you, and you hustle, and we were able to be the benefactor of a couple of hustle plays right there, and then you get people on, and pitcher makes a mistake to Sherwood on a 2-0 count, ball leaves the yard. So.
Cheetah, in that top of the first inning when you guys got out of that jam, did you feel like there was any high tension whenever you went up for the at-bat there in the first?
Yeah, I felt a little bit pressure to get on base and just get us going because we had all that momentum going for them. So I kind of wanted to start it for our team.
Were there any concerns as far as with Duncan after the first 2 innings? They had 6 runners left on base. Did you were thinking at all
No, I tell them, to steal that line from when the game stands tall. You don't have to be perfect today. I have to have a perfect effort. We talked to Duncan, several times. I don't need you to be perfect, and you don't need to do it all by yourself. It's just one pitch at a time, and we'll see how far we get. If we get 1 inning out of you, great. If I get 1 hitter out of you, if I get 21 outs out of you, that's fine. So let's just manage it inning by inning. And if it's not feeling it, or the second or third time through the lineup, if they're starting to square it up a little bit, then we make a change. But she was able to pitch herself out of a jam, and then after we get the runs, like I say, deflates them. They're not having as many good swings, so obviously it wasn't near as much of a concern.
Final question to the student athletes. You're obviously in the position now where you have to win just 1 more game to advance to the Super Regional. That's now a given. But how important do you feel any pressure as underclassmen to perform for the juniors and especially the seniors on this day, especially because now the seniors get to go and walk in their graduation? Do you guys feel any pressure to try to make sure that those seniors, as well as everybody else on the team, has success after last year and, of course, what has gone on this year?
I don't at all. I feel like we're pretty good as a team, and I don't know.
I feel like if one of us isn't on or whatever, there's always someone else to pick you up.
Yeah.
And our seniors are really good about that. They're always there to pick each other up, and us when we're not.
Yeah, we're talking. You're going to have 1 chance to play with this team, whether you're a freshman or a senior or whatever. Play with that sense of urgency no matter what class you are, because there's 1 chance to have this special group. And we had a pretty special group last year. We only had 2 seniors. Another pretty special group this year. See what happens. You play hard and see what happens.
2 wins in the books. We'll see you tomorrow on Championship Saturday. Congratulations.
Thanks, John.